Alright, my zillions, today I have a review of the Marvel Legends War Machine from Avengers Endgame. This is a big, bulked out War Machine. If you haven't seen Endgame, probably the coolest version of this, Iron Man variant, piloted? Can we say piloted? By James Rhodey, who's a character I've always liked. Since I was a kid, I've always liked this character because he's always, to me, had some of the cooler Iron Man armors. Yeah, I was really curious to get this guy because I do love this, and I want to see how it turned out, and it's okay, I don't know, guys. I feel like it's rare when I'm, so blown away by a Marvel Legends figure that I have to go nuts about it, but it's okay. It's good. What I like about them is I don't really have to get figure arts versions of, the Marvel Cinematic Universe characters. I don't feel it. I don't feel the need. Same thing goes with Star Wars. I'm good with Marvel. Whenever I want to dip in, I'm good with Marvel Legends. I'm good with Star Wars Black Series, but at the same time, you do feel the quality is different. And that kind of goes with anything I've said in any comparison video between an import and a domestic figure. But the figure does make you happy, and really, that's all that counts. The machine comes with 3 separate guns here that you can use on him. He's got this big shoulder cannon, which is pretty cool. They're all done in this kind of gray, gunmetal gray plastic. The details are okay. It's got some swirliness to it, as we've seen before. This one has some red here, which is nice. You can see there's a little ball joint there, and you just would stick this up here, like so. It works fine, but it, as you can see, the ball joint's not that deep, and, comes out really easy because of it. But it does look good, and I guess that's what counts. Arm cannons here, forearm cannons, forearm machine gun deals. Same deal with the sculpt and, plastic quality. It is that swirly metallic. It's metallic. It is metallic on that one too. Plastic here. Feels a little bit warped, as you can see, or rounded. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but maybe it is, actually. It just feels a little weird. They're okay. Nah, it's definitely warped. You can see from down here. There's a little bit of a warp. Let's see about this one. This one maybe a little bit less, but it's definitely there. So a little bit warped. You might want to take a little bit of heat and bend it back into shape if yours come out like that. They're okay. Like I said, sculpt is fine. I feel like these stay on a little better, kind of, sort of. You don't really need them to do much, but they do stay on a little bit better here. Putting them on the forearms. There you have it. Some little machine gun arms. So, you get your War Machine decked out here with a few guns, and it does end up looking pretty cool. It is part of the look. Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't really display him without the stuff because that's just cool stuff. So all in all, I think the guns add a lot to him. I would display him without these. I won't, but you could display him without these, but not really without this, because then you got this ugly, little thing here. I wish they, made it pop up or something. I guess it's asking for a lot from a Marvel Legends $20 figure. This we could take off. The overall look of this guy is that gunmetal gray, and you can see in certain spots the plastic is swirly. It is what it is. We always get that, especially when you get metallic looking paint. But that doesn't look so bad. And you got these silver highlights over it, which look good. Some scratching here and there. You got a little scratching up there, down here. I'm sure in other spots that I've yet to find, but and some pock marks here and stuff. But that's for an Iron Man figure. I feel like that's fine because kind of adds to the worn in look a little bit. I really don't mind it. I won't be touching that up or anything like that. So I really don't care about customizing these guys much at all. So it looks pretty good. I will take these off after all, now that we've seen it on there. I like this. This looks good. Nice glove gauntlet deal here. The sculpt work on the hands are really nice. You get one fist. You get one more open one here. I'm kind of wondering if you could put this in his hand. Like a gun. Yeah, I guess you can if you wanted to. I don't know why you would, but you can. It's an option, guys. It is an option. But yeah, they look pretty good. I do like how it's sculpted around the elbow here. The rest of the arms look fine. I like the shoulder pads. They're soft plastic, so they do get out of the way. Like that, it looks weird, but it does get out of your way, so that's welcome. I like this tempo here of the stars. That looks pretty good. The tempo here of the 6 looks pretty good. This is a little fuzzy, but maybe it's supposed to be that way. I think it might be. I like the red here. It's a little over the line there, but it's fine on that side. More silvers here look good. The overall sculpt of the chest, I find this very interesting. It kind of reminds me of like a mastodon or an elephant or whatever, with the eyes as well. I don't know. It looks kind of interesting. I don't know what they were going for with the sculpt. If you guys know, I've not looked into that. But it's very interesting. It's very different, in my opinion, to have these like swooshes here. So that's pretty cool. You get these parts here that I really like, actually, that add to it a lot. The legs look good, but the legs I feel like are pretty standard issue Iron Man type. I like these back pieces. That's pretty cool. They don't move or anything, but it does look good. And you got, look, a little tempo of a product thing. So that's not bad. The head sculpt, did I go over the head sculpt? I can't remember. It looks good. It does look good. The silver in front with the eyes, which have a red highlight around it, look very nice, all painted well. And the sculpt on the head is overall very nice. On the back here, you got some nice molded detail. You got these painted in silver, so that looks pretty good. Yeah, the look of this guy, you know, isn't bad at all. I mean, again, we're used to what we're used to here with like swirly plastic at this price point. Heck, you get it at, you know, a larger price points as well with the swirly plastic. Sometimes it's almost done on purpose to add to the look, and sometimes it's not. On War Machine, head's on the hinged ball joint. You're only looking down that far because of his chin and that far back. Could go around that much. You do have a big ab joint here, but not much back and forth. Very easy free flow into the sides. If you go like this, or if you rotate it, nothing in his waist. As you saw, that gets out of your way for a hinged swivel action. There is a bicep swivel up there, and then you have a single jointed elbow. It's deep though, so you can work it. The wrists are, there's the hinge right there, but you're not getting a lot of motion out of those hinges. Actually, you are. There you go. There you go. It's a little tight. There's some tightness going on otherwise. So splits that much. I'll show you that in a second in another spot. Kicks that much. Goes back a little bit. I feel like the legs are not loose, but there is some looseness to it. So I feel like that's something, because of the weight of the figure, and it is a nice figure weight-wise. You might get a little more looseness in these hips, so be careful there. Be on the lookout. You get a rotation here at the thigh. Now the knees, oh my god. The knees are very tight. It is double jointed. Forget about the other joint though. You're not getting much going on there unless you do that joint first. Oh, there you go. Oh, scary. You could shred that easy, so be careful. Heat it up a little bit. I did not, so I was walking a tightrope there. You got a hinge at the foot. Rocker is not doing much on this guy, at least on mine. There's a little bit more on that side. Ooh. So a little tight there at the ankles too. So you can do it, but I would say get some heat on that too. So a couple areas of tightness on my particular copy. For your size comparisons, here he is with the Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man is with Spike Spiegel, Fortnite Wildcard. Oh boy, and these guys stand at the same height, which is pretty cool. The 112 Collective Diabolique. Here's one of the bigger regular standard figures from Marvel Legends, Death's Head 2, who's much bigger than War Machine. And finally, here he is with his Endgame Timekeeper partner, Nebula. And I do like how these two look, so there you have it. You could definitely get them together. That would be cool. And final thoughts, I like this figure. It's not like 100% perfect. I don't know what I'm complaining about though, but like there's just something, I don't know, not perfect. Maybe it's the tightness that bothers me. Maybe it's the shoulder cannon falling off, or that you have to include it. Also looks silly. It's good. I really do like it, and I feel like this is going to be one of those figures that I like more as time goes on. But at this moment, it's just okay. You know, I do like it, but it's just okay. I don't know. You let me know your thoughts. Am I crazy about that? Do you find it to be a little more awesome than I do? I'd be curious to know. One thing I would love, and I've seen other people using the older Rhodey head for this, I would have liked that included here with a new digital paint job on it. Like, how hard would that have been? That would have been really cool. He has his mask flipped up a lot in the movie, so his helmet, you know, like, it would have really made that, I think it would have made me really like this figure, because I do like the character a lot. So there you go. I think that's probably maybe, and I hate using something that's not in the set as a negative, but I would have liked that, because this guy doesn't come with any Build-A-Figure parts or anything, so adding that would have not been hard in my opinion. Alright guys, that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. If you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Buy me a coffee on Coffee if you dig what I do. And until next time, peace out, peeps.